He helps people get found and get remembered on the internet. He's been nominated by the New England chapter. Help me welcome our first speaker, 617 Patrick.
Thank you for having me. How many people are sick of hearing about social media and search engines?
Appreciate it.
Then get your barf bags out, because that's what I'm going to be talking about for the next 5 minutes. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is Twitter. How many people are familiar with Twitter? What does Twitter stand for? Time wasted in tracking tiny egotistical rants. Because that's what it is for most people. Twitter is a cocktail party with 500 million people. And for 450 million people, they're just talking to their cocktail napkin. And they don't even realize it. Okay, I want you to see a different way of using Twitter. Did you realize that in that cocktail party, you can find your prospects? For instance, let's say that you're a speaker in North Carolina, and you speak on how to make Chinese food. And you do seminars on how to make Chinese food. And you do big speeches, and you do small workshops, and you have a restaurant in Raleigh, North Carolina. With Twitter, at search.twitter.com, you can search for people that are saying things within 100 miles of Raleigh, North Carolina, and are saying things like pork fried rice, wok, Chinese food, exploded guest, and things like that. You can find those pieces of information out in Twitter, and you can talk to those people using what's called an @reply, and you don't need any other kind of connection with them. What does that mean? That means it's an opportunity for you to relentlessly spam them. You can spam them relentlessly, hourly, as much as you want. But what the studies have shown at the University of 617 Patrick is that people don't like spam in their food, and they don't like spam in their Twitter feed. So here's a better idea. Communicate with them, help them, answer their questions. Call 911 for them if you have to. The bottom line is that you want to be able to communicate with people, and that cocktail party is easy because you can find the people that are interested in what you have. What you don't want to do is to spam them and turn those people into what I call Twitter quitters, who give up just because of spammers like you. Okay, let's talk a little bit about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is another kind of social media, and it's a search engine. And a lot of people don't look at it as a search engine. But let's say that you're a speaker in Raleigh, North Carolina, and you want to speak in that area, and you know that the companies that would hire you would have a director of HR, human resources, that might be interested in you. If that's your target market, target market. If that's your target market, then you can find them on LinkedIn by going to advanced search, looking for director of human resources within 50 miles of Raleigh, North Carolina, and the ones that show up on top are probably second-level connections. They're friends of friends. So if you call them, you can say, hey, we have a mutual friend, and the mutual friend's name is blah, 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 and that may start the conversation. And if they say, we already have a speaker on how to make Chinese food, you can say, all right, you might want to have a first-level connection with me, so you can contact me if for some reason she can't make the event because she's busy at the North Carolina State Correctional Facility. All right? The bottom line is that LinkedIn is a search engine and nobody knows it. And the reason is that LinkedIn is a bad name for what it is. What they should have called it is prompt access to relevant information containing knowledge. And if they'd called it that,
L-I-N-K.
I think it would have been a lot easier for people to remember. In conclusion, there are a whole bunch of different types of social media, and there are different ones for different people depending on what it is you do. How many people believe relationships are the heart and soul of business? LinkedIn is for you. How many people have friends? Facebook is for you. How many people have something to say? Blogging is for you. How many people have something to say but they're too lazy to do it in more than 140 characters? Twitter is for you. And lastly, and most importantly, how many people are just plain good looking? YouTube is for us. Stay with me, stay with me.